Nia Gibson here from FloTrack. I am here with the Isabella Whittaker. You like to go by Bella, correct?
Yes, yes.
Bella Whittaker. It is so nice to have you. Thank you guys. Thank you for talking to me, especially with your new deal with On. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm honestly super excited as well. So thanks for having me.
Of course. Obviously you're new to the pro circuit. Before we even get into that, I would love for you to expand on just a brief reflection on the conclusion of your career. Obviously, you were super successful at University of Pennsylvania, and then you went on to Arkansas because you had an extra year of eligibility or extra season of eligibility, I should say, rather. I like to call Arkansas Quarter Mile University. So just tell me, what role did that play in your career right now?
For sure, yeah. Honestly, I had a great career, like you said. Penn was great. Suffered some injuries when I was there, but super minor. They were great while I was there, and obviously, I was able to do a lot there, and I was super happy, and I'm super grateful for that. And then with the injury and sort of with COVID, I was had this kind of unique opportunity to go elsewhere, which Arkansas, like you said, it is like the place to be for quarter milers, honestly. And so it ended up being a very easy decision for me. And coach was excited about my potential, and I wanted someone who believed in me. And yeah, and then obviously it was an incredible season that I had, even though it was only about 2 to 3 months long. It was great. And it really set me up to kind of take the professional world and take it in stride and like take off running. And so I'm super grateful that sort of that my collegiate career kind of followed in that sort of trajectory.
I think it's safe to say that adjustment and transition is something that you seem to do so seamlessly. So, could you talk about how that whole adjustment period was when you decided that you're going to go pro and you're no longer going to be obviously the NCAA?
Yeah. Honestly, not much changed for me. I'm still with the same coach. And I'm with the professional training group now, here in Arkansas. So I'm still, using the same facilities. Everything's really the same. Some of my training partners have kind of I've kind of started training with a couple different people, yes, but honestly, when I was even like collegiately running, we kind of had this dynamic where sometimes I would still train with the pros. So again, like not really a lot changed, but obviously I'm doing this as a job now, so of course that's always a transition and sort of trying to stay excited about it, keep the joy that I have in the sport, now that I'm doing it for money. So that's something that's been a little bit different. But it's like I said, it's been a pretty easy transition.
I love that for you. When I talk to a lot of professionals who have, or a lot of people who have just recently gone pro, one thing that they love is just, I think, the autonomy over their schedule. Could you talk about that a little bit? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you love the control? Or it's like, do you need someone to help you? Just tell
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I think I'm still learning a lot about it, and I'm learning honestly, kind of being a professional athlete, you have to learn a lot about yourself. You don't really have anyone holding your hand. You have to know what treatment works best for you. Sort of, need to know how to travel and take care of your body. Like you really just have to read yourself really well, which is something I'm still learning to do. And it's something that I've been having a lot of fun kind of figuring out. But yeah, but nothing, honestly, it's been fun. And the schedule, having kind of a very open schedule is great in a sense because I can do a lot of things. I'm not in school anymore, but you have to learn to still have your hobbies outside of track, and fill your time with things that you love to do, because now the thing that you still love to do is your job now, so you need to be able to find outlets in other ways, which is something that's been fun to do for me.
You said the word fun a lot, so I think it's talk about how much you've been winning. Winning is fun, and your Diamond League debut, you won. The second one you won. How, like, talk about your success with the Diamond League circuit and how fun has that been for you?
Yeah, I think I'm in a really fun position, fun again, where I'm sort of, I don't know, there's not a lot of expectations that are being pushed onto me, and sort of honestly, I kind of love being in that position because it means that you're not boggled down by any expectation, but you're also excited for the potential. And I think that when showed up at Diamond Leagues, that was exactly what I sort of had in my mind that, I don't really, no one's really necessarily looking out for me. And that's kind of fun. I love sort of being the underdog and I love kind of writing this story for myself. And so that was a really fun opportunity to do so. And, I've watched Diamond Leagues for years. So it was really surreal to actually participate in one or a couple and also to win a couple. So it was honestly a really good experience.
From what I understand, you did Oslo, Stockholm, and Paris, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Do you
Yes.
have a favorite so far? I know it's only been three and it's fresh, but
Oh, that is a really hard question. Um, Honestly, I really enjoyed Stockholm. I loved the city. I loved the energy of the fans. The stadium was beautiful. It was one of the oldest Olympic stadiums which is incredible. So honestly, I think that one probably takes the cake for me.
I love that. I gotta go one day. So tell me now, you're obviously represented by On. What trust did they instill in you for you to know that this is the brand that I need to support me throughout? I know college as well, you had an NIL deal with them, but now through your professional career.
Yeah, honestly, and I was very lucky to have the NIL because I sort of was able to experience the brand before becoming like a full professional athlete. But for me, like when I was looking for a brand and whenever I'm looking for support in this sport, I really love when the people around me believe that I can do something special. And I feel like I really felt that belief with On. They're as excited for me as I am for myself. And I don't like to put a ceiling on myself. So like one of my big pet peeves is that. And so to sort of be with a brand that also agrees with that, like sort of is like the world is yours and you can do whatever you want, has been honestly great. I just feel that support. And I also just I feel supported in a way that makes me very comfortable when I'm on the track. Like um when so that I'm their first sprinter. We're kind of diving into this realm. They're coming out with sprint spikes, and I was able to really meet with the product team. We were able to talk through like what I love about the current spikes and also like things to improve. And I just love that I was able to really have that sort of like they trust in me and they really want my input, which makes me feel really valuable, which is great. You want to feel like your opinion is valid and you want to feel like it's being taken into consideration. And so with that, we were able to really like adjust spikes and find something that works really well for me. So I just love that the products have been tailored to my preferences. I think that's huge as well. So yeah, honestly, I'm pretty happy with how it's going.
With everything with On being, I guess, on Bella tested, Bella approved, do you have products specifically that you recommend to maybe young quarter milers or young quarter milers specifically?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Cloud V2 Sprint, that's the Cloud Spike V2 Sprint, that's the one that I've been using and I've been really enjoying it. But that's something I would definitely look out for. And besides that, honestly, I love they have like a pace collab. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's super breathable. I've loved like working out in it. I get super, super hot when I work out, and literally has holes all through the material so that it literally feels like you don't even have a shirt on. So I love that. So those are some things that I've been really enjoying. And I'm still, I'm new with the brand, so I'm still like, finding a lot more. Like stuff that I really enjoy wearing, super like colors that I really love. So it's been really fun, but I would recommend some of those stuff.
Oh, I think I'm gonna look into it for sure. On stuff is very cute, and I've seen like really cute collabs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they've been really like honestly stepping up their game. I feel like they're becoming really competitive in terms of like athleisure and stuff as well. So that's really fun to see.
that. So I gotta ask, obviously On is new to the sprinting world. You are new to the pro world. How nice, or maybe more so important, is it that you guys are growing in this together?
That's a great question, honestly. I think it's huge. I think I love to be part of building something, and I think I firmly believe in what On's doing. And just as they believe in me, I believe in them. And so it's it's just been really fun because how do I say this? Like I always like to talk about how I'm like writing my own story, and that it's kind of never been done before, and sort of I'm the person who has the pen in my hand, and I think that this is another. I think On's writing that similar story where they're sort of no one's really doing what they're doing. I find that really exciting. I'm really excited to be a part of it. They're writing their own story, and I'm glad that they trust me to kind of be a part of that process, a part of that story. So it just really aligns with like me as a person, as well. So I'm really excited for the future on, for my future. Yeah.
I'm excited for it too. I gotta say, personally, I've been watching you since Penn. I think you caught my eye at Championship of America when you guys came third, and
Oh, that's
I'm
exciting.
excited for the future. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, great things are coming. And as we talk about the future, what is ahead this season for Bella Whittaker?
Yeah. It's a big season. The big thing is to make the world's team. And that's something that I've been really looking for this entire year. And honestly, I mean, for me, I want to be the national champion as well in the 400 because I believe that I can do that. And it's just growing in confidence every time I step on the track. I think that every I'm sorry, my roommate is singing right now. Um, yeah, so every time I step on the track, it's just growing confidence. That's really what I'm trying to get out of this year is that I can really step out on any line and I can be really competitive and I can win, honestly. So I think that's what's in store for me is just being able to grow in that. And then yeah, we're trying to make that team. Yeah, that's what's in store.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. And I think back off of that, you exude this confidence, but also the sense of humility. How important is it for you to kind of keep that balance as you're growing as a professional?
Yeah, it's incredibly important because on one end you want to back yourself. You always want to back yourself. You want to be confident. You honestly can't go anywhere in this sport without backing yourself. So that's something that I honestly have struggled with in the past. So that's something I'm really working on. But then thank you for that compliment. I like to, I don't know, I just think that nothing's for granted, and I think that I'm trying to do something super special, but I'm part of a collective of people who are trying to do something super special. And so um I take that really seriously. And I don't know, I just like to approach everything as my most authentic self, to be who I am genuinely, and just to enjoy the process. And I think that's where maybe that humility is coming through. And I'm glad you're seeing that. I think that's something that I take really seriously. So yeah, so yeah.
And I guess final question, fun question. Do you have a particular runner in like that you look up to, whether they are currently running, retired, someone that really changed the game for you that made you think, I want to do this, not just for fun, but for real?
Yeah, that's a really good one. I'm gonna say two that are really sticking out to me. The very obvious one is Allison Felix. I remember watching her growing up, and I think that for the women's 400, she really did so much for specifically like the USA, and like just American 400-meter runners, and everything that she's off the track. I think for me, I want to be a really great athlete, but I also want to do things outside of that because I don't think like what's the point if I'm not going to be able to take that out off of the track and also just do more with myself, whether that be within the community. And I think another person, I'm going to shout them out. Nikki Hiltz has been someone who I've looked up to for years, and I've been obsessed with them. And now we're sort of like friends. So it's been fun, sort of, competing at the same meets that they're at. And it's funny because I know that they're a 1500-meter runner. So it's a little bit random that I say that, but I just love what they do off of the track as well. And I just think that their energy is insane. And so that's when I think of what I want to be, as a professional athlete, I really also look to them. So yeah.
I love that. Also, being Nikki's friend is such a flex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It's pretty cool. Because I watched them for so many years. So it's kind of insane. But anyways,
They're
I'm still a
literally
fan though. I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan. Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much for talking to me, Bella. Like, this was amazing. I wish we could talk longer. I feel like I could talk to you all day.
Me
But
too.
this was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, I could also talk all day. I'm also a yapper sometimes, so I'm sad that we have to cut it short, but that's okay. I'm sure to see you around.
I'll definitely see you at USA's.
Yeah, cool.